Let's continue on our adventures in the Rockies. We've made it to Moline Canyon here in Jasper. As you can tell behind me, the waterfall is frozen. Yeah, it's still winter time, so we get to see some frozen waterfalls. So the further we walk down the canyon, it comes into this section where the water is just completely frozen over. You could see where like the river would be if it wasn't icy. Yeah, it's really quite magical here. Very, very beautiful. We are at Lake Annette in Jasper, and right behind me, there's some deer. Ah, that's so cool. So we're able to get like super close to them. They're not even scared. We are doing the Valley of the Five Lakes hike here in Jasper. Earlier it rained a lot and it was pretty cold and windy, so we had to wait a few hours until it warmed up enough to get out and start hiking. So as you can see, there's quite a lot of snow on the ground beneath me. We just tried to keep going further, and there's just a lot of fallen trees, and it descends downhill, so it gets quite slippery trying to walk up for the way back. So we decided it's best just to turn around and head back to the car.
So this is how we typically cook. We have our cooker out. Mel makes some
curry.
Yeah, you make a delicious curry. The rice is boiling. This is like a typical day for us. In the evening, we try to cook like around like 5 to 6, not before it's getting too dark. Yeah.
Or too cold.
Or too cold, yeah.
So after cooking, we come into our living room and we eat in here because it's too cold to be outside.
Bon appetit.
Here we are at Athabasca Falls. It's very quite beautiful with the mountain in the background and the falls. As you can see behind me, the waterfall is frozen from the top, and then you can kind of hear the sound of the water rushing, and it's coming from below. So we've made it to the lower section, and here's where the waterfall goes from ice into water again. As we continue our drive down the Icefields Parkway, which happens to be one of the best scenic drives in Canada, we're surrounded by jaw-dropping beauty. The snow-capped mountains fill this 3-hour driving stretch. We just stopped on the side of the road, right next to all the mountains, and we're having a little brekkie and some tea. Throughout the drive, we stopped a few times to admire the beauty. We're driving down the highway from Jasper to Banff, and we're surrounded by all these beautiful mountains, and right now we've stopped at the Athabasca Glacier, and it's absolutely stunning. Join us next week as we make our escape from the winter.